Have you ever wondered how to turn a single peso into a million? Sounds like a wild dream, doesn't it? But what if I told you it's more than just a dream? It's a possibility. Today, we're going to explore the power of a peso and the incredible potential it holds to change your financial future. You see, a peso is not just a peso, it's a seed, a starting point. And like any seed, given the right conditions, it can grow into something much bigger. In the realm of finance, these right conditions are discipline, patience, and the principles of investment. Discipline is the ability to consistently set aside a portion of your income, no matter how small. It's about making a commitment to your financial future and sticking to it, come rain or shine. Patience, on the other hand, is the understanding that wealth building is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's about allowing your investments the time they need to mature and multiply. And then there are the principles of investment, the tools you'll need on this journey. One of these tools is compound interest, a concept that Albert Einstein once called the eighth wonder of the world. Compound interest is the process by which your investments earn interest, and then that interest earns interest, and so on. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, growing bigger and bigger with each roll. But remember, this snowball won't roll by itself. It needs a push, and that push is your single peso. That's right, your single peso, given time and the power of compound interest, can grow into a million. It's not magic, it's maths. It's not overnight, it's over time. So, are you ready to turn that single peso into a million? Let's delve into the process. Don't worry, you're not alone on this journey. We're here to guide you every step of the way. So buckle up and let's start turning dreams into reality. First things first, we need to understand what investing is. Investing, in a nutshell, is the act of dedicating resources, usually money, with the expectation of achieving a profit or material result in the future. It's a way of growing your wealth over time, like planting a seed and nurturing it until it becomes a flourishing tree. Now, there are different types of investments. Let's briefly go through some of the most common ones. Stocks are shares of a company that you can buy. When you own a stock, you own a piece of that company. If the company does well, the price of the stock goes up, and you can sell it for a profit. Bonds, on the other hand, are like loans. When you buy a bond, you're lending your money to a company or government. In return, they agree to give you interest on your money and to pay back the money you lent them at a future date. Mutual funds are a pool of funds collected from many investors for the purpose of investing in securities such as stocks, bonds, and other assets. The beauty of mutual funds is that they allow you to diversify your investments, even with a small amount of money. Real estate involves buying property, whether it's residential, commercial, or land, with the expectation that it will increase in value over time. And finally, investing in businesses means putting your money into a commercial enterprise, either by starting your own or buying into an existing one, with the hope of generating profit. Now remember, the key to successful investing is diversification, spreading your investments across different types so as to manage risks. Think of it like not putting all your eggs in one basket. It's also essential to understand and manage the risks associated with each type of investment. Now that we have a grasp on what investing is, we can start our journey towards a million. Next, we need to harness the power of compound interest. Now, what do we mean by compound interest? Well, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Imagine you're planting a tree. Initially, it's just a tiny sapling, but over time, it grows and starts bearing fruit. Now, if you take those fruits and plant them too, they will also grow into trees and bear more fruit. That's pretty much how compound interest works. It's the process where you earn interest on your initial investment, and then, as time goes on, you also earn interest on the interest. It's interest on interest, a snowball rolling down a hill, growing bigger and faster with every roll. The key to maximizing compound interest is starting early and investing consistently. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. It's not about having a lot of money to invest, it's about giving your money a lot of time to multiply. Let's illustrate this with an example. Imagine you have a single peso. Now, if you invest that peso and earn a modest 10% interest on it every year, after the first year, you'll have 1 peso and 10 centavos. Doesn't sound like much, right? But here's where the magic happens. In the second year, you're not just earning interest on your original peso, but also on the 10 centavos you earned in interest. So at the end of the second year, you'll have 1 peso and 21 centavos. Now, if you keep this up, consistently investing and reinvesting, that single peso will start to grow exponentially. In fact, given enough time, it's entirely possible for that peso to grow into a million. It won't happen overnight, but with patience, consistency, and the magic of compound interest, it can happen. With compound interest on our side, we're well on our way to making that million. The scene script. However, this journey requires something crucial from you: financial discipline. The road to financial prosperity isn't paved with random acts of spending, but rather, it's built on the bedrock of financial discipline. This is the unseen, often unspoken linchpin of wealth creation. Without it, all your efforts towards financial growth could crumble like a house of cards. So, what exactly is financial discipline? It is the conscious, deliberate practice of managing your money wisely. It means making thoughtful decisions about your income, expenses, savings, and investments. It's the art of not just making money, but also preserving and growing it. One of the key aspects of financial discipline is budgeting. This is the process of planning your expenses ahead of time based on your income. It's like a financial roadmap, guiding you on where to spend, where to save, and where to invest. When you budget, you take control of your money instead of letting it control you. Next, we have saving. This might seem obvious, but it's surprising how many people overlook this. Regular saving is like planting seeds for your future. Even if you start small, with time, patience, and consistency, your savings can grow into a significant financial cushion. Then comes investing. Regularly investing a portion of your income can be a game changer. It's like hiring your money to work for you. And the best part? You don't need a fortune to start investing. Even small amounts, invested wisely and consistently, can yield substantial returns over time. Of course, financial discipline also means living below your means and avoiding unnecessary debts. This doesn't mean you have to live a life of austerity. Rather, it's about making smart choices, prioritizing needs over wants, and avoiding the trap of instant gratification. Remember, financial discipline is not a one-time act, but a continuous journey. It's like a marathon, not a sprint. It's the small, consistent steps that lead to big results. With financial discipline, turning a single peso into a million is not just a dream, but a feasible goal. Now let's put all these together and start your road to a million. We've talked about the power of a peso, understood the fundamentals of investments, leveraged the magic of compound interest, and underscored the importance of financial discipline. Now it's time to bundle up all these lessons and embark on your journey to amassing a million. Let's revisit the steps quickly. First, understand the concept of investing. It's not just about stashing your money under the mattress. It's about putting your money to work for you. Whether it's stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or real estate, investing is the key to growing your wealth. Remember, the goal is not to work for money, but to have your money work for you. Next, leverage the power of compound interest. It's not just about earning interest on your initial investment, but also earning interest on the interest. It's a snowball effect that can significantly grow your wealth over time. It's like planting a tree. You water it, nurture it, and with time, it'll grow and bear fruits. Then, practice financial discipline. Just like physical fitness requires discipline and consistency, so does financial fitness. It's about living within your means, saving regularly, and investing wisely. It's about making smart financial decisions today that your future self will thank you for. No matter where you're starting from, whether you have a single peso or 1,000, the journey to a million begins with a single step. It's about taking that first step, then the next, and the next, until you reach your goal. It's about starting now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now. And remember, this journey is not just about the destination, but also about the journey itself. It's about learning, growing, and becoming a better version of yourself. It's about embracing the journey with open arms and an open mind. Remember, every millionaire started with a single peso just like you. Your journey to a million starts now.